What's up, guys? It's Neo Defective here, and I'm going to do an unboxing of something I just purchased thanks to Amazon Prime Day. So happy about this. Most excited I've been in a long fucking time, because this means we're going to have professional recording audio. The best audio that we can get via USB. This is exciting to me. This is a Blue Yeti mic. We got the silver one. We bought it for 89 bucks. It was normally like 129, but we're the shit and we're broke and we like to save money over here in this house. So let's start fucking with it. We're excited and we're unlocking it. Okay. Now, this isn't gonna be a review. Oops. I already ripped the fucking box. So, this isn't gonna be a review because I haven't fucking used it yet. But what it will be is just a cool little unboxing. It's fucking heavy, by the way. Oh yes, oh yes. Hope I'm grabbing it right and not gonna drop anything. Super empty box, we're all good there. Whoop. Okay. Now, by the way, box is fucking adorable. Alright? There's a bunch of little Yetis. Little baby, not baby Yetis. They might be baby Yetis, we don't know. We don't know what they look like. But anyways, a bunch of little Yetis, and they tell you what to do for stereo, vocals. You know, they give you a little caricature of a Yeti and what they do. So for duo, which is pretty much going to be what I'm going to be using this for with my girlfriend Sasha J on our channel Neo J, look there, shows that we can use a bi-directional setting on this. And I mean, more than likely we're going to be using the cardioid setting because we're going to be sitting right next to each other, not across from each other. So anyways, as we advance into this unboxing, we will try not to rip it. Luckily me, I have a bunch of things that I can use, such as this stabby brush. Woo! Alright, I usually carry a knife, didn't have one, sorry. Oh shit, okay, that is coughing. Alright, holy crap, this is a fucking awesome feeling thing. It almost feels like a bulky iPhone. Like the biggest iPhone ever imagined. It's like the heaviest iPhone ever made. Whoa, that's cool. Oh my goodness, you can... I don't know if heavy means quality, but it definitely means if the mic doesn't work, I can still kill somebody with it. So that's still functional, right? Okay. So that flew. And look at her. She's pretty. Oh my gosh, got my mitts all over it already. Oh, it's a beautiful mic. Jesus. And it even has little gel things that you can eat. Just kidding, I'm not supposed to. That would have been a nice thing to include. As it said, has its own personal gain setting, has its own patterns, has its own mute, a volume, has what looks like, oh, for a stand, USB, another headphone input. Man, this mic is something special. Okay, so all these wonderful little patterns here that you cannot see, bada bing, bada boom, those guys are all for the uninformed or the uninitiated. There's a bi-directional, which is basically me here, partner here, and let's just say that we are podcasting. We're talking back and forth, going back and forth, and chit-chatting, shooting the poop, and that's what that would be used for. Then they have the cardioid. Cardioid, think heart, made for people that are going to be in kind of a area that is generally perceived as a semicircle, and it's shaped like a heart, so it'll pick up some from the back of the mic. So it'll be from the back and a lot of the front. So think about it that way. And then we also have the omnidirectional, which is going to pick up everything. It's going to pick up all your background noise. It's going to pick up all the shit you don't want. It's going to pick up everybody that's around you. Typically a go-to for if you're amateur, completely amateur. Okay, so let's get into the specs of this little beast. So this mic So beautiful. Different patterns, right? So we know all that. And it is a USB mic, so it comes with a very long USB cable. So I couldn't find anything that said anything on Amazon about the length of the USB, and this looks like it's going to be about, I'd say 8 to 10 feet. Typically, since I come from an audio background, I went to Los Angeles recording school, graduated, got my shit. I'm a very tech, audio savvy gentleman, I'd say. And I'm always an XLR, studio mic, Shure, Audio Technica, condenser, all that stuff. I love miking things. I love sound. Most mics are going to have multiple settings. They're going to have your cardioid, your omnidirectional, your bidirectional, all that nonsense. It's just very rare to have that on a USB mic of this quality. I mean, for one thing, it has its own gain, has its own noise suppression, which is excellent because you don't want to capture that background noise. Like if you have a fan running, if you have a computer running, if you have any kind of wind blowing in the background, most mics are going to capture that because they're omnidirectional, or they're going to be cardioid. Most mics are cardioid, but that's if they're professional. This guy right here, I mean, you could just tell. It's the quality. It is not a plastic piece of crap. You have your gain right here, which is not the volume. A lot of people get that confused with that. And what that is to adjust the noise that's coming in. You got to think of it almost as a threshold. What goes in, what goes out. I can explain that later on if I ever get more tech savvy on a different video. This guy right here is going to be your switch for all your different patterns. So right now, I'm going to have it on cardioid because that's going to be what I'm going to use primarily anyway. The other thing on the other side is going to be your volume. Alright, this is what's going to increase the volume. Think of it as master volume for all around purposes. So, and that's mainly going to be for your headset. So when you hear it in your headset, not the gain of the actual mic. This is for what you hear. And that's all on the bottom here. So let me loosen some of these little bitches up. I'm so excited! Okay. So what we have here, hopefully you can see that, I'm sure you can, is going to be a kind of like a boom mic stand. That's going to be, it's threaded right here, so you're going to be able to hook up the boom mic into it and use it in like a studio quality setting. It also has a headphone input, which is going to be a small TRS, which is tip, ring, and sleeve, and your USB input. So this is going to be hooking up to your computer, and that's it. It's ready to go from there. If you just have, say, OSB or XSplit as a software, well, you can just put it in your mic as your input device, and it should be just ready to go. I mean, this thing is going to be an exciting piece of equipment added to my arsenal, and I can't wait to get started. Mainly going to use it for my streams and also unboxings. I mean, it's going to be crazy. Once we get Loot Crate, Loot Crate's going to be off the chain. Can't wait for this month. And let's see what's going on in here. Oh yeah, gives you all the stuff you need to know in a kind of very dumbed down version in this little fancy schmancy book here. It says Windows 8, but we're looking for Windows 10. And yeah, Windows 10. Look at that. In it, again, it gives you more of the background stuff right there. And, oh, perfect. The line graph. This is what you need to see when you need to understand the shit that goes on with microphones and sound recording. Like, what's going to be recorded at what decibel range, how it's going to sound. Also, that's what your headphones in for. You put your headphones input, you have it going, and that's going to be giving you, you're going to be basically your own operator, your own mixer. You're going to be a human mixer. Thank you, Blue Yeti, for being so awesome. Okay, so I'm going to be using it for streaming mainly, and for also live recordings. So be sure to tune in to my channel. We will be using this mic a bunch of times. It's going to be so fun. learning this design. I mean, learning this thing is going to be so easy. So I'll give you my review in a later video. If you like what you saw, share, hit that like, thumbs up button, subscribe. That would do me so much help. And until next time, stay dirty, humans. Currently using a Blue Yeti mic, actually the exact same one you just saw in the video. If you like what you saw, click that link on the screen and go get one yourself.